Hello, 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 everyone. Thank you for being here. Thank you for liking the live stream. All right. So, of course, by the title, you see we're going to talk about Asmodeus. Let me go ahead and mute myself and also come out of this. All right. So, thank you for being here. Thank you for liking, of course. We're going to talk about Asmodeus, demon from hell. All right. Boy, we wrestle not with flesh and blood, but we wrestle with principalities, all kinds of wickedness, okay, against powers and wickedness and rulers of darkness of this world, against all spiritual wickedness in high places, okay? So we're going to talk about that. And it's fitting because this demon came to me like in meditation, not came to me, but the name came to me, and I had to do research and started to do research, dive into it. Let's go ahead and talk about it. It's fitting because in my research, I learned that this is Mr. Asmodeus, also known as Asmodeus, okay? Of course, he is, I guess if you would say, popular in, Judeo-Christian faith. It's a lots of stories. He is mentioned in the Bible. He's mentioned in the Babylonian Talmud. He's also mentioned in the Septuagint. So there is mention of this demon, okay, in historical texts. And it's funny because let's just talk about him for a second, about what this what this demon is. First of all, he has many names: Lord of Lust, the King of Earthly Spirits, Prince of Demons. He is one of the prince in hell. There are 7 princes in hell. He is responsible for lust. And it's funny because many I guess many in the profession, of studying demonology, they ascribe November, the month that we're in, November, they ascribe the month of November to Asmodeus. And this is when his power is strongest. Okay. What is his power? Let's talk about that. What is the power of Asmodeus? Okay, so let's just talk about this here, this purpose and its role. Sometimes Asmodeus can appear as the handsome male, or maybe even the very pretty, beautiful feminine. Someone say that he has a noticeable limp or an injury or a club foot or something of that nature. I don't know, maybe you have encountered Asmodeus and you don't even know it. But anyhow, what his role is for tormenting the people, or the children of Christ, the children of God, is lust, right? He torments newlyweds, okay? And he sabotages romantic relationships. How does he do that? He's lust, right? So he gets most times the male energy, the masculine energy, to be tempted away from his woman and go towards other women when he already has a woman, right? And if you're in same-sex relationships, you can ascribe the feminine, masculine roles there. Okay, so what he does is he wants to cause division between couples, romantic couples, and newlyweds. There is a story in the Septuagint, in the book of Tobit, where he plagues Sarah, Raguel's daughter. She has, I think, 7 husbands. He kills them all. Each and every time, well, she gets married, and on her marriage night, where she is to consummate her marriage, the demon Asmodeus kills each and every one of her husbands until she's met with what his name escapes me. Anyway, she's met with a very God-fearing man who's also met with one of the archangels, Raphael. We'll talk about him later. Raphael, who helps him slay or helps him get rid of the demon that is plaguing Sarah. It's funny because it also talks about Asmodeus being, of course, he is a demon who is ascribed to the month of November, if I can find it. Yeah, he's ascribed to the month of November. I think I just clicked out of something. But he's also busy during the zodiac sign of Aquarius. So he's busy in the month of November, which is the 11th month. And he's busy during the zodiac sign of Aquarius, which is, of course, during the kind of like the first of the year. But Aquarius governs the 11th house. So 11-11 could be significant. 11-11, we talk about maybe twin flame relationships and manifestation. So we have this demon who is plaguing us now, and whose power is strong in the month of November. And then we also have him very active in the zodiac sign of Aquarius. So if you have Aquarius in your chart, this could resonate for you. It could resonate for us all. Let's see, hang on one second. I don't know if I need to check one thing. Okay. So yeah, all right. So definitely could be plaguing. You said, how is this demon plaguing us? Well, he is one of the 7 princes of hell. So he's got a lot of power, and he has about 72 legions of demons under him, at his beck and call, or who take orders from him. So I asked the cards, God, how is this demon really plaguing the people of today, the collective? Immediately, the Lover's card flew out of the deck. Okay, so the Lover's card, let's make one sure. Okay, the Lover's card flew out of the deck. So of course, it talks about love relationships, right? It talks about, in the Lover's card, what you have is, you have the masculine energy looking at the naked body of the woman, but you have the woman looking at the angelic being here. What is that about? Most times you'll find that maybe a chaste woman, a pious woman, a righteous woman, she's more spiritual. She wants a real connection. And then we have the masculine energy. He's more earthly. He's more materialistic. He's more about lust. So we've got 2 energies, maybe after 2 different things, but there is a connection here. So we have Asmodeus also tempting us to lust, okay? To lust after, not even just other people, but there's so many various things of the earth, lusting after power, fame, fortune, going after, really desiring. And let's talk about what lust is. Let's see if I can share my screen here. All right, so I'm going to, still new at this, still getting used to this. All right, so we talk about Asmodeus. Okay, so of course, his power is greatest during the month of November and during the zodiac sign of Aquarius. So this could be significant to you if you have Aquarius in your chart, if you are an Aquarius. It also talks about lust. Okay, what is lust? A very strong desire, a passionate desire for something, a sensual appetite regarded as sinful, okay? We also have a kind of, a psychological definition over here. It talks about an intense desire for something, or the circumstance while already having a significant amount of, and we know that Asmodeus tempts the man, right? Tempts the masculine energy away from the woman, that may be a celestial, heavenly light being brought those 2 together, right? We have Asmodeus tempting the man away from what he already has. And this definition kind of coincides with that, circumstances while already having a significant amount of the desired object. Also, the Lover's card can talk about maybe somebody coming in between a relationship or something coming in between. Of course, most times that somebody is somebody else coming in between. So we got the demon of lust, Asmodeus, busy during the month of November. So you may feel a lot of lustful feelings, thoughts, or people lusting after you, especially if you're under maybe the sun sign, moon sign, or rising sign of Aquarius. Okay, so if you have Aquarius in your chart. So we did talk about, of course, this being the 11th month, the Aquarius ruling the 11th house. Let's talk about numerology here in terms of the number 11. So we know that the number 11 is a master number. Okay, Okay, I think this is where I was. All right. So the number 11 is a master number. Okay. It does talk about empathy, kindness. It talks about community. All right. And it also talks about great spiritual potential, clairvoyance, telepathic gifts. Okay. So you may take on some of these attributes to where you have you experience a level of spiritual awareness. You are experiencing that, or you may have like a spiritual gift, something that you can give to the world, something that you can show the world. And it's not just for you, it could be for humanity. And that's funny because if you hold that point right there, we also have where we talk about Asmodeus in his if I can get back to it. Okay. I'm not going to spend time on that, trying to find it again. Okay, yeah. All right, so here it is. So just hold on to the 11th house, Aquarius, spiritual awareness, spiritual awakening, great spiritual power, potential, psychic abilities, empathy for humankind, mankind, the greater good, right? Because it says that, of course, Asmodeus is one of the 7 princes of hell, a demon whose wickedness is matched only by his talent. But he doesn't just prey on common people. He preys on kings, queens, and even divine beings who have, so he doesn't just prey on commoners, if you will, or people who maybe haven't found their purpose, in this life, but he preys on kings, queens, and even divine beings. And it's funny because he's active during the Aquarius season, in which the Aquarius is like the earth angel, God in the flesh. So we have 4 fixed signs, and Aquarius is one of them. Or so we have Scorpio, we have Leo, we have Aquarius, and we have Taurus. Taurus being the bull, Leo being the lion, Scorpio being the eagle, and Aquarius being the man. Okay, it is masculine energy. So we have Aquarius being maybe like angel in the flesh, for earth angel. We have Aquarius being one of the divine beings. So you may find that you're plagued by this energy a lot, or you find that people lust after you, because the story behind the star card is that this is Zeus and Ganymede. Ganymede is a young, attractive male. Zeus is a demigod. He sees Ganymede and he wants to have him, right? And we won't go into detail about that, but you get the gist of that. But Zeus already had several wives and other concubines. So back to the definition of lust here, we'll go back to that. The circumstance, while already having a significant amount, we know that Zeus already had wives, he had concubines, but he sees Ganymede here on the earth, right? The earth angel, Aquarius, and he kind of basically kidnaps Ganymede. You can go look the story up for yourself. But he kidnaps Ganymede and of course has his way with him. So you may find that a lot of people lust after you. They want you, even though they already have someone else. You may even find yourself in relationships or entanglements where you're not the only person. And that this person or these people, it may have been a situation that you've gone through over and over again in your life. Certain people sought you out and they already had. Okay. And it was lust. It was lust at first sight, and they wanted you for that one particular reason. Okay. You may even find that you've been plagued by maybe Asmodeus energy. As soon as you find someone that you like, that you love, that you want to be with, then you find that there is division, that there is sabotage, even self-sabotage in your relationships. So that's interesting energy. Also, so when I pulled this card and I got in regards to how is Asmodeus really plaguing the people, and we got the Lovers card. Of course, he's making a third party happen in most maybe divine relationships, in most soulmate or twin flame or whatever you want to ascribe to. And then I got this card, and this is just a bunch of letters. It's just a bunch of nothing, right? It doesn't spell out a word, but it almost spells out, every time I see this card, it almost spells out attack. But it doesn't, right? So I don't know if this is what Asmodeus is doing to you in your life, in your relationship, maybe attacking it by way of maybe bringing a third party into your relationship, causing division between you and your divine partner, divine feminine, divine masculine. Also just causing a lot of drama, a lot of nothingness, right? Because these cards here, this card here, these letters here spell out nothing. It doesn't form an actual word. So causing a lot of division, a lot of just pettiness and drama in relationships so that you can't be together. So that is what Asmodeus is doing in this month. And his power is strong in this month, in the 11th month in November. Also, what I got, okay, so as I said, well, how is Asmodeus really showing up? And I was shuffling the cards and it cut to the King of Wands and the She-Devil. Funny, right? We're talking about, demons, and the She-Devil comes out. So we've got people coming in between a relationship. We've got a King of Wands here tempted away from maybe. The King of Wands is all about desire. He's all about lust, okay? The King of Wands is like, look, I like it, I want it, I'm going to have it. You don't stand in the King of Wands way in regards to him going towards something, or after someone. The King of Wands, if you want to talk about signs, if it makes a difference to you, because it really doesn't, it's all about energy. We can talk about Sagittarius. Sagittarius season could be significant to where maybe, I know later in the month, we jump into Sagittarius, the lust for you or the lustful thoughts or the lustful feelings will get stronger, right? It also talks about maybe a male Cancer, okay? Aries, Sagittarius, Leo, and sometimes I get, it's gonna be like a Gemini, a male Gemini, and then also we get like female Gemini energy, okay? So we've got the She-Devil coming in between relationships, or the King of Wands coming in between relationships, or someone just allowing themselves to be swayed away or from a significant relationship by way of passion. Okay, passionate feelings, fire. We know that fire doesn't last long if you don't feed it. And if you're acting off of a whim, off of emotions, off of passion and desire, typically that's probably not going to get you real far. The fire is going to die out. And the King of Wands can be said to be a married man too, or already coupled man. And we got that in terms of the Aquarius card, Zeus and Ganymede, Asmodeus, coming in between newlyweds and romantic relationships, someone who already has something or someone, but they're tempted away from, okay? So I then asked the cards, so let's talk about lust, okay? And we're going to jump into a few scripture here in terms of lust. Did I want to go here first? I don't know if I wanted to go here. Okay, yeah. Let's go to, so I asked the cards, how can the people, kind of ward off this lustful energy? Maybe even, a prayer to ward off the demonic energy of Asmodeus. Well, in the Bible and in not the Bible, but it was in the Septuagint and the Babylonian Talmud, it looks like the Archangel Raphael, him and Asmodeus don't get along, and Archangel Raphael always defeats him. So if you feel like you're under the energy of the attack of lust, either you lusting after someone or someone lusting after you, or you're finding yourself in relationships continuously where you're not the only party and people have sought you out just for lustful activity, you can pray that demonic spirit away, okay, by calling out to Archangel Raphael, okay? So Archangel Raphael, he's one of the three angels who appear. Well, there's more than three angels, but he's one of the angels that appear in the Bible. You'll find him in the Talmud. He's in the book of Enoch. His name literally means messenger, okay? Well, I'm sorry, his name means, if I can get to it, yeah, okay. So his name does mean messenger, but he's also he's the angel of healing. So maybe you need to heal something within you in regards to, God has healed Raphael. You need to heal something in you that is attracting this energy of lust, of people lusting after you. You may say, well, I don't have anything to do with that. That's not, something that I can control. Maybe it is, maybe it isn't. But you definitely can pray that you're not met with these situations, this circumstance anymore. You're not met with people who are just seeking you out for activity, sexual activity, lustful activity. You want real relationship, because there is there is the law of attraction. What you're putting out, you are attracting back. So there's something that needs to be healed in you. So definitely pray to Archangel Raphael. Pray to Archangel Raphael so that he can help you, ward off this energy. There might even be somebody in your recent past, significant past, who put you in quote unquote third party situation where you weren't the only one. You were the third party, or there was a third party that came in between your relationship. Do know that we wrestle not against flesh and blood, but we wrestle against principalities, spiritual wickedness in high places. So you want to take action by way of praying this energy away and praying it down, okay? There's nothing that you can do. You can't go to your divine partner, feminine and masculine, and tell them it's Asmodeus that's doing it. They won't get it, and you'll kind of look stupid. So just spare yourself of that. And start to work on yourself, okay? Work on healing yourself and also healing your relationship, because Raphael, his name does translate to God has healed, okay? So you want healing in regards to romantic connection, because some of you have not been in a healthy, long-lasting relationship, maybe because this demonic energy has been plaguing you for a very long time. That could be, all right? So Archangel Raphael, there are also prayers that you can pray to Archangel Raphael for protection and praying away that lustful spirit. Maybe that is just following you, okay? I don't know, it lingers with you. Maybe you just sexy. Okay. You don't know how to get rid of it. You just like, what's going on? Help me out. So maybe this will help you. Let's talk about also. So I asked the cards, I said, okay, so when the collective falls into these lustful activities, these lustful relationships, or they allow themselves to be swayed into this type of activity, what happens? And then I got this card, the mature man. Okay, so we get a 5. So 5s are about, of course, conflict, division, interference. We've talked about interference for the entire stream. Reversal, so things reversing, not going forward. 5 is about what they gave to me was derision. I can never say this word, derision. Anyway, we're going to look it up and we're going to define it together, right? So this was an interesting energy. I think I have it on my phone. I can cast it to here. All right, let's see. Interesting energy. Derision. Okay. All right, so derision here. The use of ridicule or scorn to show contempt. Think about that. Okay, so when Asmodeus gets us to fall into lust, right? He kind of gets the last laugh. He gets to ridicule us in front of God. He says, look at your people falling into lust once again. So we are now being ridiculed by this demonic energy. Now we're in contempt because we know that we shouldn't be falling into lust. We shouldn't be swayed by, pleasurable things to the point where we make decisions that we know will cause us to be in an entanglement, entrapment. That's devil energy. It's funny because the 5 talks about Luciferian energy, the pentagram, right? It talks about chaos and easily controlled. So Asmodeus gets to ridicule us in the face of God because we're easily controlled by our feelings, by our temptation, contempt, being driven to lust. So he gets the last laugh here. He gets to be the mature man here, sitting here while we're still, trying to figure it out. We're still wrestling with ourselves and thinking that it's the one particular person or persons when it's more of an energy, a spirit. So he gets the last laugh again. Again, because some of us have fallen into being in these third-party situations and these very lustful, passionate relationships that go nowhere, that fizzle out, that burn real hot, but then it fizzles out, and it grows really cold. Okay, and again, he gets to ridicule us in the face of God. Again, your people falling for it once again because they don't know. For my people, perish for lack of knowledge. So we need to know what we're wrestling against. And Asmodeus is busy in the month of November and also during the zodiac sign of Aquarius. So we want to keep that in mind. What we then get also at the bottom of the deck that came up was concern. This card talks about maybe even falling into depression. Some of us have been hurt by love, scorn, and romantic relationships in situations that felt like it had extreme promise and it failed us, whether it was sabotage, self-sabotage, or someone or something coming in between, causing division, causing interference, causing reversal to happen to the point where some of us, we have just bowed out. We have just given up. We have come into the energy of succumbing to these losses. This card talks about depression. So some of you come to the point where you have no faith in romantic connections. And it's all because you know not what you wrestle against. And it's not flesh and blood. It's not your person just trying to harm you out of the fact of you're just like, they're super toxic and I'm an earth angel and I'm great. And they're talking, no, well, let's dissect the relationship. Let's know what we're wrestling against, right? So the takeaways from this is definitely we want to pray to Archangel Raphael for assistance, for help, to heal our connections, heal our heart, especially if you found yourself in the energy of depression, not just giving up, throwing in the towel. It doesn't work for me. Love sucks, blah, 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 and so forth. It might just be that you are being targeted, an attack, a scheme of the enemy. So you got to know the devices of your enemy, especially if you are a divine being, if you are king and queen in the kingdom of God, in divinity, in the spiritual realm, right? I think we had a reading maybe last week about you being a king, or no, you being royalty and not even knowing it. And this is also kind of piggybacks off of that. Maybe you're being plagued by this. Relationships don't work for you. It hasn't worked out for you because you don't know that this is a scheme, a plot of the enemy to keep you in the energy of thinking it's just you and it's you against everyone else. It's you against all people. You're the angel divine, being love and light, and everybody else is just from hell. No, it might just be that there's a demonic energy that is plaguing you, especially if you have Aquarius in your chart. If you are an Aquarius, you could have it in one of your major three, sun, moon, rising. It is an attack almost. This always kind of gets me to a place of like, it almost wanted to spell out attack. And these cards were like divinely orchestrated. I don't know. It took me months, maybe like 6 months to make these cards. So it definitely had nothing to do with me. As I try to pick up the deck, what do I see? Purple. Purple talks about divinity and royalty. So some of you are royal and you're being plagued by demonic energy because you have a greater purpose in this earth. Okay. So you have not because you ask not, and you're perishing due to lack of knowledge. You should now know so that now you can use wisdom. When this type of situation arises again in your life, you'll know how to combat it. You'll know how to confront it. You'll know just what it is. You'll know that, you'll know when people are just picking you for activity. You'll know not to engage. You won't be tempted away. So you won't be held in contempt, derision. You'll be ridiculed again. Another stain on your name in regards to, your life and getting to ascension because you just keep going over the same thing and over again. When you should learn the lesson, when you should have knowledge of, okay, this is not, I wrestle not against flesh and blood, but this could be an attack, a scheme, a plot of the enemy to keep me bound, tied in relationship. The adverse of this card is the devil card, because then you have the devil there. This is an angel, right? You have the devil there with the two people chained, right? So when you get in situations that you know are not meant for you, that you know that's not going to, you're not going to come out on top, that is entanglement, that is entrapment. Okay, and then you got to kind of unravel yourself once again. So I hope that this message really helped you out. Let me know how it helps you out down in the comment section. Okay, let's all affirm this together. Where is it? Yeah, let's all type I believe. Okay, I believe down in the comment section. Whether it be money, love, or healing, which we talked about, is coming to you very soon. Trust and believe. Comment I believe down in the comment section. I believe, okay? I believe down in the comment section. Right now, go ahead and do it. And click the like button if you're here. If you want to get a reading with me, the website will be down because I'm doing something different and the readings are going to be extremely different. But I'm bringing back one live session a week. I don't think I'm going to go live as many times as I used to and answer questions. And then the questions will be formulated different. Like, I'm not just going to pull cards for you and tell you. It's going to be like you're going to get some real advice so that you don't have to keep coming back to me. Because I feel like for some of us out there, I am a crutch. And I don't want to be that. I want you to learn lesson, move forward, go to God sometime. Don't come to me, don't go to any other reader, and trust yourself. So this is going to be a channel that really moves towards the ascension process. And if you're not really on that, you just want to get the tea, it probably won't be for you. And that's okay, because we're all at different places in our spiritual awareness. So the questions, I'm going to go live tomorrow. I'm going to answer questions for you, and you can pay for your question, or I'll do some free questions also, but you have to be on camera, and we're going to talk about it. But anyway, I'll be live tomorrow, which is Tuesday. I think I'll do 9:00, 9:30. I'm not sure. I'm going to post it in the community tab. So if you want to be a part of that, catch me live. The questions, you can ask questions. There'll be like a few rules. You can only ask questions about yourself, period. You cannot ask questions, what is James doing? What is Barbara doing? Is Barbara in love with James? I don't know, and I don't care to know. No, we're not going to ask questions about anybody else. We're going to ask questions about you. So if you want to do that, come on down, ask questions about you and only you. And you're also going to get some real advice so that no one, including myself, acts as a crutch for you on this spiritual ascension. If you can look back last year, 2 years, 5 years, and you're in the same place in terms of spiritual ascension, then you need to do some work. It's not everybody else. It's you. It is. It's you. You need to do some work so that you can be better for yourself and for others. Okay? This is what I have for you. If you want to get your questions answered, I'm going to be live tomorrow again. You can always text your questions to the number below. Text your question, and you can do it that way if you have a question or questions. Ask some questions about you, though. I'm not going to answer any questions about anybody else. So thank you. Many blessings to you. Archangel Raphael, let's pray him in, pray for the protection of Archangel Raphael. Pray him into your life, into your love life, into your romantic relationships. Okay. Many blessings to you again. Take care.